What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Exodus here. Welcome to another commentary where I'm just going to spout, off random things in this particular one. As you can see, this is gameplay from Fortnite VR, doing duos with my youngest nephew. This is en route to our second win. Started off with a bang there with two guys falling into one of our traps. And yeah, we took them out and moved forward. Unfortunately, for the majority of this video, it's going to be a little more tame. Start out with a bang, then some long lull, and then we get to the end where you can see some things happen. But yeah, our positioning this particular match was favorable as far as the safe circles went, so we kind of stayed within it, and where we landed, there wasn't really anybody there, so were able to get set up, and then we came to this house, and we were able to kind of, camp it out, assess the situations and whatnot, be more patient. This was our second ever win together, I believe, and which was not too long after our first, which you can also see in the video, the end of that one. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was cool. But yeah, I'm going to turn topics a little bit and just talk about something completely unrelated to the game. I don't know, just for lulls. But yeah, I don't know about you guys when you encounter people talking about other people, whether it's just in general behind their back, or they try to talk to other people for somebody, whether it's to, mend a situation or to kind of present a person to another person in regards to like a relationship or something like that. But yeah, recently, I had overheard this one girl, she's hanging out with a couple of her guy friends, whatnot. She was telling them about one of her friends and how one of her friends is looking for, a nice guy and so on and so forth. And, which is fine. It's cool. Obviously, you want to look out for your friend and this and that. But it's kind of the picture she painted of her friend. Well, for what I was hearing, just wasn't all that, I don't know, pleasant in my opinion, which, I guess if it's honest and truthful, it's honest and truthful. Granted, like I said, I didn't know the parties involved too well, and I definitely didn't know the girl that was being talked about who was looking for a nice guy. But yeah, her friend who was talking to these guys was basically just telling them about how her friend is looking for a nice guy. She's sick and tired of how guys are using her and this and that, which is one thing or another. But how she went on to describe her friend after that was, like I said, a little eerie to me, because I don't know how these guys would then be attracted to it. However, my line of thinking is obviously different than other guys' lines of thinking. A lot of guys would be attracted to it, because she basically just said that her friend was tired of being used by guys, and used in the sense of, in the physical sense, rather than just being taken advantage of for an assortment of time or whatever. Physical activities were being done, and then like the guys would kind of not treat her with respect after that. And sadly, that's the case for a lot of instances these days. That just happens. But then when these guys were asking about more about this girl, like, oh well, what are her hobbies, what does she like to do, what are her interests, and this and that, the girl that was talking to these guys for a friend just said, well, her hobbies are drinking. So that led me to believe that this girl either A, didn't really know her friend too well, or this is legitimately all she's ever encountered her friend doing, like just in a social sense. They only ever got together and went to bars, or got together at house parties or so on and so forth, because they were college-aged people. So I don't know. It was just a little eerie to me that the way she presented her friend, made her seem like she sleeps around, and then made her seem like all she likes to do is drink, in essence, which means get drunk and then leads to other bad decisions. And so that, in essence, would lead to that, those poor experiences with guys, because you see it all too often, that stuff like that happens, which hopefully that girl that, was putting herself in those situations didn't get, any of the more serious, tragedies that can happen along with that. Hopefully she didn't ever experience anything like that. But I don't know, hopefully, I don't know, like I said, it just makes me a little uneasy hearing stuff like that, whether it's overhearing it or whatever, but like it's hard to dodge those things at times when people, these days are just oversharing or talking so loud when you're, in the public setting, and so on and so forth. You can't help but overhear some of these things. And I don't know, it's unfortunate that those things happen. I don't know. It's just like I said, I feel bad because even knowing about it, hearing about it, obviously I'm not going to judge anything because I don't know the situation. It has no bearing on my life, has no impact on me. It's just, when I think about it and ponder and wonder, put myself in those situations, whether it was that girl talking to me about one of her friends or, some other person, maybe a friend of mine, trying to talk to some people on my behalf. It's like what really gets said. And I know a lot of us, probably, all of you, if you're listening still to this point, have had situations where that, that weighs on your thoughts, where you wonder, what's being said about you behind your back. And, a lot of us, it's obviously from person to person basis, it's different. Either it can really affect you or you don't really care. I'm one of those people that doesn't really care all that much, what's being said about me behind my back, because again, I know who I am, and I'm comfortable with who I am and my skin, and I know that I share different sides of myself to different people. So however those people perceive me and they go about, talking to other people about me, I mean, that's their business. They can, it's whatever, it's their perception. I can't necessarily change that perception, and, because some people obviously misunderstand things that are said or actions that are taken. Because again, like I said, on a case-by-case basis, you perceive and understand things differently through how you experience them. Some people can experience the same event, be out in the same place at the same time, something happens, but they all have a different account of how it impacted them, or their version of what exactly happened. So I don't know, it's just one of those things that again it's kind of weird, and it just spirals me into a bunch of different thoughts. And when I overheard that conversation being had, it just I don't know, it's just interesting at the same time, maybe a little uneasy. But I hope all the best for that girl, and hopefully she can find what she's looking for, and hopefully their friendship can develop more to where that friend describing her can have more positive things to say and just more information to give if she is truly looking to help her friend find somebody that's worth her time. So I'm going to cut right in the game now. Like I said, it was just jumbled thought, just trying to give commentary to this, spill my thoughts, give commentary to this otherwise quiet sequence of events. But you saw where the last guy was, or, we had an estimated guess to where he was. And so I started launching grenades over there and hoping I can draw him out or maybe just get the kill. And my nephew went over, saw him, and started trying to throw some shots or clear some, debris. And, so we could line up our approach. And at this point, like I said, I'm still trying to get a lucky kill, lucky shot with those grenades, just launching stuff and then just clearing out that tree and that rock. Because I knew he was on the ridge. And my nephew, I told him we were going to go push him. We're going to have to push him, because the hill's going to be moving. Might as well just 2v1 him. And he went a little too fast, and on his approach, he went a little too close to the ridge. So the guy just one-taps him with a shot and gets him down. I see where he is, keep my distance, and just win the 1v1. So that was that. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one.